Hello and welcome to Chandler in Focus. I'm Councilmember Sam Huang. Today we are talking about the city's graffiti elimination program. My guest today is Stephen Erno, Neighborhood Service Manager. Welcome.
Thank you, Councilmember. I appreciate you having me today.
Before we begin, please share a little about yourself and your background.
Sure. As you mentioned, I'm the Neighborhood Services Manager for the city. I've been with the city for a little over a year now, but I've been in neighborhood program type situations for almost 20 years of service with various cities in the Valley. So I've been doing this for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Please describe the city's graffiti elimination program.
So the graffiti elimination program that the city has is really a strategic response to graffiti in the city. We want to make sure that we are taking care of those community needs to remove graffiti as quickly as possible from any neighborhood areas, commercial areas throughout the city. And it's through the efforts of the Neighborhood Services Division, which is actually includes the Code Enforcement Division, which has a graffiti program within it. The graffiti abatement technician that we have is out there removing graffiti on a daily basis, making sure that the city is clean and safe.
So why is graffiti abatement important?
So, graffiti really does have a negative impact on the community. There's certainly a stigma that goes along with graffiti that we don't want in the city. We want to make sure that our neighborhoods are clean and free of blight. They also tend to attract crime and other types of situations that we don't want in our communities, for sure. And we want to make sure that we have a community that appears safe and attractive, so that residents feel that they're part of a community that is safe and that a community that they want to be a part of.
What type of graffiti is being reported?
So we get all types of graffiti. There can be anything from gang-related graffiti that is out there that's being placed in various areas of the neighborhood of the community. We do get tagging, which tends to just be somebody's name or just or maybe an affiliation again with a type of graffiti. And then there's just sort of general graffiti where there's it could be as simple as a toddler, a child who's writing their name in a park or on a light pole. So there's all types of graffiti that's out there in the community, and we're addressing all of it, making sure it's taken care of.
Where it commonly seen?
So oftentimes we see graffiti, again, throughout the city. Some of the more common areas are in alleyways. We tend to find them a lot behind shopping centers, areas where there's maybe dim lighting, basically areas where somebody who wants to do that type of activity has that opportunity. If it's not something that can be seen easily from the public, they tend to find those areas because it gives them that time to put the graffiti out there and without being caught. So we're checking all throughout the city. We're going behind shopping centers, we're going down alleys, we're going checking light poles. Anywhere that we think that we might find graffiti, we're out there looking for it.
Chandler recently showcased its new graffiti removal vehicle. How does the new vehicle improve the response time and assist staff with the removal?
So our new graffiti elimination vehicle is really state-of-the-art. The vehicle is able to equip our graffiti technician with all the tools that he needs in order to be out there and removing the graffiti more efficiently. It has all the equipment, including a high temperature pressure washer that allows him to remove graffiti, oftentimes without using any paint. He actually just washes it off using a biodegradable solvent and spraying it off the surface. But also, in addition to that, he has many other tools at his ready that he can respond more quickly. So the faster he can get through one incident, he's able to move on to the next one and remove that even quicker as well.
Would you like to explain more about the process of removing a graffiti?
So again, that truck with the equipment that's on there, there's many types of graffiti that's out there. It might be painted on, it might be put on there with a marker. So depending on the type of graffiti and where it's at, the surface it's on, is going to determine what type of process the graffiti technician is going to use to remove that. So with that vehicle, again, he's able to go out there and put solvents on surfaces, pressure wash them off with that. But even there's times where he has to do it sort of the old-fashioned way with solvents and a wire brush to get the graffiti off, or taking in paint sprayers out. We actually have wireless paint sprayers so that he can actually take a paint sprayer that's equipped with that color that he needs, and then maybe he has to walk it across a retention area where the vehicle can't get to, and actually spray over areas using the handheld sprayers. So there's many types of ways that we can use the different tools at hand to be able to remove the graffiti quickly and efficiently.
So in addition to the new vehicle, we also, there is a new mascot, Eli. How is he helping to promote awareness of the graffiti in the community?
Yeah, so Eli, we're actually very excited about Eli. Eli is our new graffiti elimination team mascot. So Eli is basically eliminating ELF, and the idea behind him is that essentially graffiti just disappears magically. So the idea is that we want our residents to feel as though that graffiti doesn't exist, and that the graffiti is just disappearing really behind the scenes, and at that ELF, Eli is actually doing that work behind the scenes. And it's done so quickly that you don't even realize it was even there in the first place. And part of it is we wanted a mascot that was approachable. He has an appearance of being a hardworking, safe, and a mascot that really encompasses what we're looking to get out there, which is that graffiti is something that's not acceptable in our community, but also something that we want to have people identify with this mascot to know that we're out there taking care of it for them.
How does someone report graffiti and what information is needed?
So the reporting of graffiti can actually be done. We have our graffiti hotline, and through that hotline, they can report us at 480-782-4322. And then also utilizing the Chandler Public Stuff app. And that Public Stuff app is really a great way to report graffiti, as well as really any issues in the city that need to be reported. Through that app, they're able to take a picture of the issue. So if it's graffiti, they can take a picture of the graffiti. It will geolocate their position and send it to us directly, and that actually provides for a really quick response time, because that goes directly to our graffiti abatement technician, and he can get out there even quicker using that technique.
It is important that the community take an active role in keeping Chandler beautiful. What outreach program does code enforcement offer to engage the community?
So we're doing a lot with outreach right now, actually. We, one of the things that we're doing is we're asking the public, when they see our vehicle out there, that they take a picture of it and they do the hashtag #GetChandler. And what we're looking for them to do is put that on social media to get the word out that hey, we're out there taking care of the graffiti, that Eli is out there taking care of it. It's being removed quickly and efficiently. We've also been at many community events. So we were at we actually launched the new graffiti vehicle and the mascot at our Operation Back to School event. We've also partnered with the Mayor's Youth Commission. So we're engaging the Mayor's Youth Commission to help us create programs that will appeal to the youth so that they have a better understanding of what the impact is of graffiti on the community, and can help us really target those individuals and hopefully get the message across that graffiti is not acceptable, really. The more that we get the word out about graffiti and how we're taking care of it, and then promoting the fact that we want people to report it to us so we can get it taken care of as quickly as possible. That's our goal, is to be at as much events as possible and really get the word out.
With only a few minutes left, do you have anything else you would like to share?
Well, I think it's just important that people understand that graffiti is something that's a high priority for us, and it is something that we really take seriously. And we want to, even though we have a fun mascot, it's a very critical role that we have to remove the graffiti from our community, because it does have a negative impact that we don't want for the city. So, we are out there taking it seriously. When citizens report it to us, we're removing it as quickly as possible, generally by the next day. But we also want people to understand that there is a role that the community plays by engaging with us, and hopefully engaging the kids in the community to understand that graffiti is not something that's acceptable, and that we need to make sure that they don't take part in.
Sure. This concludes our show. Thank you for being my guest today. Thank you for watching. I'm Councilmember Sam Huang. See you next time on Chandler in Focus.